All right, y'all. So we are on our second Virgin Voyage sailing. We're on the Fire and Sunset Soiree sailing to Key West and Bahamas. But is 4 nights enough? I don't know.
Well, we're going to see if 4 nights is enough because we're going to review it and we're going to let you know if we can get the true Virgin experience in that short of time.
Here we go.
All right, so this is our second cruise ever, our second Virgin Voyages cruise ever, and our second cruise within 4 months. So you can probably tell how good the Virgin Voyage experience is. Our first cruise was in May 2025 for 5 nights to Cozumel and Bimini with 2 sea days. You can check out our review on that sailing and our first experience in that video. That's linked in the description. This one we're boarding right now is one of Virgin's shortest. It's 4 nights to Key West and Bimini with only 1 sea day. Now, there was so much we loved and didn't get to try from the first cruise. We weren't sure how much of the Virgin experience we'd truly get in just 4 nights, so we're gonna find out. After boarding, we immediately hit up the Sip Lounge, aka their champagne bar, to grab a glass of celebratory bubbly. We step outside for a drink before heading to the room to drop off our backpacks and then freshen up. Last time we had a sea terrace room. This time we had a sea terrace room. I don't think we'll book a Virgin Voyage cruise without having a sea terrace room. Now, before Virgin Voyage's sail away party, we went to the sail away party hosted by Christine Lozada and Jason Carter for booking with them. Not only do they provide free bubbles and awesome personalities, but JC is a top 10 agent with Virgin Voyages, and that's one of the reasons we book with them. Mainly because we can get the best price plus extras that Virgin doesn't offer, like extra loot. If you've already booked, you can even reprice with them. Check them out and let them know Ryan and John sent you to get even more extras. Now, we decided to repeat our first night itinerary from the last cruise since it was such a success. These 2 things we highly recommend doing the first night to meet a good amount of people and make connections across the ship. And that's dinner at Virgin Voyage's Korean restaurant, Gunbae, and their version of a bar crawl called the Grog Walk. This is the only dining experience on Virgin where you interact with other sailors while dining, and it's such a great time getting to know others on the ship. Gunbae means cheers or bottoms up in Korean, which is fitting because the crew member grilling the dinner at your table also plays an easy and fun drinking game with the table. And we do have a full video on these things from night 1 and why we recommend them and why they are worth it, so make sure to check that out in the description below. While everyone's getting to know each other, the vegetables start to get grilled, and then we start the drinking game. The game is essentially a simple counting game, and when someone says a number that has a 3 or a multiple of 3, instead of clapping, then they take a shot of the soju that they give you. The food is also just as good as the experience. We highly recommend trying the crispy chicken starter, and for the grill, the bulgogi beef, the vegetable combo, and the chef's combo, which is short ribs, shrimp, and pork belly.
2 hours later.
All right, so we're about to go on the Grog Walk. We're starting at the Sip Lounge.
Let's do this. I'm ready. Let's do some drinking.
The Grog Walk is $50 and includes 4 mocktails or cocktails, so it's a great deal, and it's at different locations across the ship, so you get to know the layout night 1.
We're at Grog Walk. My name is Chris the Spark, and today I'm joined by the lovely
KK the Foodie.
Fun. But because me and KK are fun people, we want to share that fun with you all, which means that you're not only just gonna get your cocktail, you kind of have to work for it.
We really love the interactive icebreaker played at every stop, so we get to know others and make connections across the ship. We've made connections that lasted the whole cruise doing these things, so dinner at Gunbae followed by the Grog Walk will be 2 things we always do to kick off our Virgin Voyages cruise.
Later that same evening.
Now, right now on Virgin Voyages lineup list, they have the PJ night, the first night of their voyages, and it's come as you are and be ready for bed. And in full transparency, we didn't go this time. We were fully exhausted from the day, but here's some footage from last time. It's really fun. It's come as you are. People are in everything from silk pajama sets to zip up onesies, and it's just a really good time to break in the ice the first night.
The following day.
Now, if you're on a short sailing and you want to get the full experience, especially from a food perspective, because that's one thing Virgin Voyages is known for, we recommend trying several restaurants, the galley, as well as their room service called Ship Eats. Now, the next morning, we took advantage of Ship Eats, which is their room service. We slept in a little bit, and this is a great program they have because you can order food through 2 a.m. that night for a 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. breakfast delivery the next morning, or you can just get Ship Eats 24/7. So, like I said, since we were exhausted and skipped the PJ party, we took part in the room service the next morning. We have more about Ship Eats in our video about all-inclusive dining and everything we ate on our Virgin Voyages cruise, link in the description below. Now, when we order room service breakfast, we usually do the classic scrambler plates, which is scrambled eggs, your choice of meat, sausage, and or bacon, a couple potatoes, and a seared tomato on the side, which is very delicious and fresh. We also usually partake in some fresh fruit and the pastries. The pastries come from, I believe, Razzle Dazzle, and they are chef's kiss, some of the best pastries I've had. We took the morning slow, so we just had our breakfast, we enjoyed the balcony outside, and just walked around the ship for a little bit before we had brunch reservations at Razzle Dazzle at 12:45 to meet up with Christine and Jason. Now, to make sure you get your full Virgin Voyages experience, we recommend booking brunch at both of the specialty restaurants on ship, the Wake and Razzle Dazzle. They both offer different brunch menus and they are delicious. A lot of people don't know they even offer brunch, and they don't know that you can also book brunch on the day you get off the ship. So disembarkation day, you can book brunch that morning and get one last included meal before you go. Razzle Dazzle's menu is definitely more vegetarian and vegan forward, but they do have a lot of options, including this delicious fried chicken sandwich, which I highly recommend. We have all the details about our brunch at Razzle Dazzle and the Wake in the video linked in the description about everything we ate on this Virgin Voyages cruise. If you check out that video, let us know what you think. And if you're liking this video, give us a thumbs up, share, or subscribe. It really helps our channel grow. One of our favorite things from our last cruise was Bingo with the Diva, so we wanted to make sure we did that again before Cordelia Facade was no longer the diva on the Valiant Lady, because she is hysterical and it's such a good show. Now, the line for the bingo cards does get very long, but they start selling about an hour before the show, so make sure you get in line and get your tickets. The jackpot gets pretty high too. The fourth game, the jackpot was over $2,000. Now, after we got the tickets and before we went to the show, we took one of the bottles of champagne we brought onto the ship with us. Yes, Virgin will let you bring 2 bottles of wine per cabin on the ship. And we took that bottle out to the dock at the back of the ship and just sat out there and enjoyed it. Just walk by any of the bars in the ship, ask for 2 wine glasses, champagne flutes, whatever you have, and they'll give them to you, and go enjoy your bottles somewhere on the ship. These are some of the featured drinks out here at the dock house, and it looks like they're going to have a special featured drink for Scarlet night, which I didn't notice last time. Either they didn't have it or we didn't notice it, but we're definitely going to try that tonight. After some champagne, it's time for Bingo with the Diva. The Diva sings some songs, she tells some jokes. It's a really good interactive time with the audience and highly recommend. And good luck if you go.
Goodness, sailors, how are we feeling over here? And how about on this side? Right down the middle? And let me hear you all! How much money is on the line for game number 1?
For game number 1, we are playing for $511. Bingo!
We gotta go bingo! For game number 2.
Game number 2, we are playing for $1,022. Come back because you have a good bingo!
But they don't want to hear me sing. They don't want to hear me sing. No, this is so embarrassing. I didn't even prepare a second number. Hit it.
Oh.
Clock strikes upon the hour. Right down the middle here. You got it, ready? And the 3, 2, dance! Stunning! For another round of bingo, yes?
I got you.
It is time for our $1 million question, which is probably not $1 million, but could be more than game 2. How much money are we now playing for?
$1,000.
Here in the baseball cap, maybe? It's okay.
Up,
if you don't have a 6-pack, even if you have a cooler.
I-23. I-23.
23.
Alright, sailors, so for this final round, we're...
How much money are these fine sailors playing for in our final jackpot round?
Yes. $2,000!
What's your name? Elizabeth. Ahoy, Elizabeth.
Ahoy, Elizabeth. It's a good bingo!
Yes! Elizabeth, you take that card over to the box office. Can we please hear for a jack?
The Red Room entrance is right near the casino, so after the show, we decided to gamble a little bit more and try our hand in slots. Now, One tip is don't forget to swipe your band on the slot machine so you're getting credits for your play. And we did end up winning a little money. We didn't capture it here, but hey, we got lucky at the slot, so didn't win bingo, but won some there. After that, we just walked around the ship and explored it for a little bit, really truly enjoyed the Valiant Lady, and then we went to get some rest before the wake and Scarlet night.
One nap later.
Dinner is at the Wake, the steakhouse. It's a classic steakhouse menu in a modern setting. It's one of our favorite restaurants on the ship, and we highly recommend making this a priority in your dining booking, especially if you're on a shorter 4-night sailing like this one. Now, the Wake have included menu items that I understand are usually an upcharge on other cruise ships, and that's one of the reasons we love Virgin and their all-inclusive dining. We love basically everything on this menu, so after the bread, we usually get soup and salad to share, along with the bone marrow appetizer. This is rich and flavorful, and I can't believe it's an included item and not an upcharge. For my meal, I was craving surf and turf, but they don't have that option here, so I got the shrimp and grits to accompany my filet. John got the filet while also getting roasted mushrooms, potato gratin, and cream spinach. The dessert menu is a classic steakhouse vibes, and we couldn't decide on one, so we got one of everything. If you want to know our favorite, check out our full video about everything we ate on this Virgin Voyage cruise. The link is in the description of this video. After dinner, we went to go freshen up for the main event of the week, Scarlet night.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Everything is red on Scarlet night, and it's our favorite theme night that we've experienced so far. Every space on the ship lights up red, including the hallways and the room balconies. They even have a specialty cocktail we saw earlier in the day, so we're going to order that to get ready for Scarlet night. We also tried the Senor Dali shot with tequila, pineapple, and a cherry. This was a great way to kick off the night.
Now we prime for Scarlet night.
Now here's a tip about Scarlet night. Make the most of it. Check out the drink specials, the spaces on the ship for photo ops and creating cute memories, and get your picture in front of the Virgin sign at night in your Scarlet gear. We didn't do this the first time, and we really missed out on a good photo op. Most of all, enjoy. Whether you're up on deck 16 looking over the pool party section or down on 15 in or around the pool party, have a good time and be safe. Once the Scarlet Night pool party wraps up, it's into the manor for the late night hip hop dance party where we wrap it up.
much later.
The morning of our third day was the first of 2 port days of this sailing, and it's Key West. Now, shocker, us Florida-raised boys have never been to Key West together before, so we were excited to get off the ship. We decided not to book an excursion through Virgin Voyages because we felt comfortable enough to get off the ship and navigate Key West. To help us though, we did book a hop-on, hop-off trolley ticket so we could learn some history about that key and also have an easy way to get around and see as much as possible. Now we'll let you know what we think about this trolley tour and our stop in Key West overall in our next video next week, so make sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you know when it's dropped.
That's on your left-hand corner right here. It's been here for 89 years. It's on the last call, Lower Duval, 3:59 a.m. Before you're drinking a plastic cup now you go. Look at these chickens perched on the recycle bin. Oh, they're looking for something free. Here's the iconic engine.
Now, the Navy owns more property on the island than anyone.
All right, well, y'all, here we are on Duval Street. And
Also included in that video will be our historic Duval bar crawl after the trolley tour. We hit up Sloppy Joe's, Rick's, Flying Monkey's Daiquiri Bar, and the original Margaritaville.
give it a quick review. Lime shot at Rick's. Let's give it a shot, see what it's all about.
So we're gonna grab a table actually.
Those are sold out every year.
That's so cool.
Yeah, those are good for that, though, yeah.
He gets home, takes a nap, wakes up, like, okay, it's 4 o'clock, I gotta eat now.
So that was our day in Key West. We're gonna hop back on the Virgin Valiant Lady.
I need to take a siesta and get ready for tonight's activities.
All right, we'll see you guys later. Cheers.
Cheers, y'all.
After a nap and refresh.
For dinner on night 3, we went to Extra Virgin, which is the Italian restaurant on the ship. One reason you have to try Extra Virgin is we found out their pasta is made fresh daily, and that's impressive for a cruise ship. After enjoying some fresh baked bread, calamari, and a charcuterie board, Christine joined us for mains.
I'm so sad, he just went on vacation.
John had the parpadelli ragu, and I had burrata stuffed pasta with crispy prosciutto.
2 thumbs up, 10 out of 10, 5 stars, whatever we want to say. That's what it is.
Yeah, definitely worth it.
I feel so happy right now.
After dinner, we went to a fantastic show and saw magician, illusionist, and funny man Ben Price. Ben was really good and so funny. We know he's coming back to Valiant Lady, and he's coming during the month of September, so if you have a chance and you're on the ship, check out his show.
So nice. I'm Ben. I'm a magician. Game.
Yes.
Yes and no. That's okay. I'm going to explain it. It's a TV show. It's a game. Start it up here. The fuck are you doing?
We fancy pre-party.
Before we fancy party, we wanted to check out something we didn't get to do last time, which was Pink Agave After Dark. Now, Pink Agave is the Mexican restaurant on board. We ate there last time. Food is phenomenal, but after 9:30, they turn it into a Latin music club. DJ Colors was fantastic and the vibe was so fun. After a little time there, we headed to the Manor for We Fancy Party where we rounded out the night.
The next morning.
The next morning, we went back to the wake for brunch. Remember, book those brunches, especially on your disembarkation day. They have a bottomless mimosa option for $35, or for $75, you can get Moet, which if you drink at least 3 glasses, you've made your money back since it's $25 a glass on the ship. Their brunch menu at the wake has some of their dinner items, including soup, steak, and some desserts. The wake is honestly one of the best brunches we've had on land or sea, and we highly recommend any of the Eggs Benedict dishes since we've had all of them. Today we're having the crispy pork belly and the soft shell crab. If you love this video as much as we love this brunch in the wake, please consider giving us a thumbs up, sharing, or even subscribing. It really helps our channel grow and we really appreciate it. Now, if you like dessert, you have to try the crepe cake, which is only available on the wake menu during brunch time. One thing you can't miss are these screens around the ship and inside the elevators that detail the day for you. You can also pick up paper versions in various locations around the ship. Now, today was our second port day and we were in Bimini, Bahamas, but it was windy, cloudy, and even rained a little bit, so we decided to actually stay on the ship. If you want to see Bimini, Bahamas and Virgin Voyages Beach Club on a beautiful day, check out our full video on our Virgin Voyages Cruise Review playlist.
Good morning.
So with that, we grabbed our second bottle of champagne, passed the juice bar on deck 7, and went out to the dock to enjoy the champagne. While sitting here and talking, we came up with some pro tips we wanted to share for making the most of a 4-day cruise. 1. Plan your itinerary carefully. Prioritize what matters to you. 2. Book shore excursions early. These do book up and they sell out, so make sure you get what you want. Pace yourself on party nights, whether it's Scarlet night, PJ, or We Fancy. Make sure you're pacing yourself so you can get through the night and enjoy it. 4. Take advantage of onboard dining reservations and book early. You can book 60 days out if you're a rock star and 45 days out for everyone else. Make sure you book early because they will fill up. And 5. Arrive early at events for the best spots. Whether it's Bingo with the Diva or Scarlet Night, if you want the right view, make sure you're there early to get that spot. One really cool thing we got to do on this last day was take a tour of the bridge with the captain. It was a right place, right time kind of deal, and if you have an opportunity presented to you, just say yes. You won't regret it.
Hours later.
After some relaxing, we went to our last dinner reservation of the cruise at Razzle Dazzle. The first cruise we took, we didn't get to eat at Razzle Dazzle because we accidentally slept through our reservation, so this time we made sure to make it. We started with the Innocent Play and Pop of Attraction cocktails. The Pop of Attraction was fun and kind of an optical illusion. It was tequila, ginger, grapefruit, lime, and bitters, and it was strong but yummy. John was really enjoying the mocktail program this sailing, and the Innocent Play mocktail was very light and floral. Now for appetizers, there was so much to choose from, so we got the Old Bay wings, the pork belly, fried green tomatoes and okra, and the green goddess salad. The crunch on these tomatoes and okra was 10 out of 10 and our favorite of the appetizers. For mains, we got the Nashville hot cauliflower, beet pierogies, which were the hit surprise of the night, the ribeye, fried chicken, braised leeks, roasted carrots, and lamb shank. We wanted to try everything.
Share. It's all about sharing.
The beet pierogies were a surprise. They were creamy, crunchy, and earthy. Probably our favorite of the night. The lamb shank fell off the bone and was 10 out of 10, an amazingly rich flavor. Another surprise hit was the Nashville cauliflower. It was very flavorful and fresh. And for dessert, we tried the dark s'mores and apple rum cake. I'm a s'mores fan through and through, so there's anything s'mores, I'm gonna get it, and it was a great bite in its simplest form.
Next morning.
Before we got off the ship, we had the chance to have brunch at Razzle Dazzle one more time, and I'm glad we did because their menu is so diverse. Here's a tip. You can book brunch at either Razzle Dazzle or the Wake on the day of disembarkation, so before you leave the ship, get one more delicious brunch in. Now, one thing to note about this brunch menu, it is mainly vegetarian and vegan items with a few choices of meat items. The bottomless brunch is also available here for $35. John had the avocado toast again with a side of 10 out of 10 bacon, and I tried the buckwheat waffle, which far exceeded my expectations and had a very light and fluffy consistency. It was a great way to end our trip. Did we get the Virgin experience in 4 nights? Yes. We got 4 out of 6 specialty restaurants, we got to see several shows, explore the ship, and we got 3 themed parties. We do recommend 4-day cruises for first-timers wanting a quick taste, couples or solo travelers with limited time, or people who love a fast-paced, party-filled trip. Now, remember, Virgin does not have to be party-filled. It can be very quiet and relaxing. You choose your own adventure. If you're thinking about booking a 4-day Virgin Voyages cruise, let us know what your biggest question is. Drop it in the comments. Or if you've taken one, let us know your experience. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, share. We really appreciate it, and it really helps our channel grow. We have more in-depth Virgin Voyages content coming for you later this year. Until next time, cheers.